Hello babes, welcome to Zavan's Angle. We're going to have an amazing time today as usual. Thank you for watching our other videos. Kindly subscribe to my channel, like my videos. Thank you very much. The topic of the day is actually my personal story, my political experience so far. I'll say so far because it's not a journey that it's over. This was in 2021 and I wanted to like join a political party and I was like, should I join APC, PDP? What party should I join? And I was like, you know what? Let's make a difference and let me join the Youth Progressive Party. That's YPP. And yeah, they said it was the Youth Party now. And Kingsley Mogalo was actually in that party and for the previous election in 2019. So it just made sense to me to be part of that party. I did an online registration and they didn't get back to me. So I went physically to the national office. In my mind, I've come to the Youth Progressive Party and they gave me the contact of the state chairman for FCT. And he was a youth. We're going to have our next meeting next week. So you come for that meeting. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I'll get to meet people. Now I got to this meeting. This was between AMAC people. In Abuja, we have 6 area councils. We have Abuja Municipal, which is AMAC, Buari, Kuje, Kwali, Abaji, and Gwagwalada. There was an election coming up in 2021, the area council chairmans of the whole FCT. And me being excited and feeling the vibes, a good opportunity. I'm going to meet the candidates. I'm going to meet the, the party chairman for the AMAC himself. And obviously I wanted to be under AMAC. Now when I entered, they were arguing. Like serious shouts. Me, I was like, what's going on? My first meeting. Now, after 4 hours, I'm not joking. I'm serious, After 4 hours, that's when they finally said why they were fighting. And the candidate was like, oh, I know it's because of this 14,000 that remain now that we are still fighting. 14,000. At that point, I was like, how do I enter Wahala? These 4 hours that we've been fighting. Because no, I'm not joking. It was actually 4 hours because we started our meeting by like 11 and it was like around 3. So you can imagine, although I didn't come like 11, I came like around 12, but trust me, when I came, they were in the middle of this fight. So that fight had already gone deep like 30 minutes. In short, it's 4 hours because I say it's 4 hours. After this whole thing went on, so they finished the meeting and they're like, oh, let them introduce him to the AMAC chairman. The AMAC chairman was over 60 years old, and this is like a youth party. So what is this? And this party is not like an old party that they'll say, okay, this person grew in the party and became old. Because why is a 60-year-old man handling the Youth Progressive Party and the AMAC side, an Igbo guy handling the AMAC side of FCT party? I mean, I was expecting more baggy people, like they're from like here and everything. They should be included in party, but maybe they were just interested in APC and PDP. And yeah, I kind of like get the points because I'm an Ijaw person myself. I've just been an FCT resident for the past over 10 years now. Now he introduced me to him and he was like, oh, they need a new secretary because the issue was that the secretary ate this 14,000 naira and they wanted to remove him, so I could be the secretary. And I'm like, oh, good, wow. I just entered and now I'm the AMAC secretary. Gave me my letter and the elections are coming closer, so we are hosting meetings, the agendas. I'm trying to like resolve issues, direct things, and make sure that everything is going on well. The secretary in a political party is actually like a very important role. We had some events with the INEC chairman and some peacemaker events and keeping the peace, going to pick documents. So you are actually like, is you and the chairman of that area council that will actually like do things. The deputy and others, they're like just under you. Like everybody was like calling me ma. So it was actually like a big role kind of. All of a sudden, a month to this election, nothing was happening. Even in my ward, nothing was happening. My ward, he even tried, he painted one place and said that's his office, so put YPP, even did car. But like, even with the ginger, nobody wanted to release funds. Everybody was waiting for Ifeanyi Ubah. People were waiting for him, may so rest in peace, to give them funds for the election in FCT, as far he's a YPP member. When it came close to election, nobody was doing anything and it passed. After that was this election that just passed. We had our own presidential candidates from Kogi State. I don't want to mention his name in the video, but you could check on him is actually a prince. We also had like the House of Reps and everything, but like the House of Rep in Amak was like my concern. He was the House of Rep for Amak and Bari. You know, there are only two House of Reps and one senator in the whole of Abuja. We didn't even have a senator, to be honest, because the person was just dragging back and forth. The primary elections came up, and obviously, as secretary, I had to like organize things, delegate people that will vote during the primary election. At the end of the whole thing, the House of Rep brought money to share. So I, as secretary, I should share this money. Actually gave me the money, not the treasurer. So they give me this money to share for people that came to vote, and I should give everybody 4,000 for transportation and feeding. Okay. And they're like, oh, don't take from me too. Your own will come separate special. My sisters, my brothers, I have not received this money till today. When I did this, this was like, oh, me testing it was as volunteering. But it would have made sense because the effort as a secretary, the work that you will do, sharing this for 4,000, if you see the way these people were hungry, if you see the way they were jumping, hey, now my turn, I never collect. Hey, I said, I'm with the list. I know who I've given and who I've not given. Oh, yeah, form a line. I'm literally telling like people older than me, stand on the line. I was screaming my lungs out. Anyway, primary election came and the guy won the House of Rep. And the thing I noticed about these elections for these parties is that they believe they will not win. You just want to be a candidate. And when the whole thing just starts, imagine like after that primary election, we're not having meetings anymore. Even the presidential candidates as well. This one, that one, House of Rep candidates saying they want presidential candidates to give them money. So you mean presidential candidates give money to all the YPP candidates all over Nigeria? Like, what are you saying? They're supposed to check these people's phones. I don't even know. Anyway, Sha, I don't even know. The party itself, I don't have a business with the candidates personally to like give me funds. The party itself is who owes me to give me funds. Somehow, you're supposed to have taken money wherever you need to take money from and make sure that everything runs smoothly. People are messaging me, calling me when it's meeting. Like youths were gingered. I have learned a lot already. I don't want to just be in a party for just being sake. I want to be in a party and make a change. Moving on. It's the Independence Week. Happy birthday, Nigeria 64. Super excited to talk about women in this whole thing. You know, from the first female politician, this was the activist, Fumilayo Ransom Kuti, the first woman to drive a car, a union for women as well, the mother of Fela Kuti. She protested, she helped to draft the Constitution of Nigeria, and yeah, she was impactful. Prior to, there were some form of political leadership, and it has been going on even pre-colonial era, where you have those women that are like priestesses that actually like drive communities, like tell them what to do and all those. We had those kind of people, but in that's like in a spiritual level. We also had like this Amayanabo of Calabari. I heard of this woman in the 17th century. I obviously wasn't born then, but like, we still had like this kind of like leaders, female chiefs, even before the colonial period. Now, the colonial period, we had people like Fumi Layo Ransom Kuti. We had people like Janet Mokelu. It was the one that was like, oh, education. During the colonial, post-colonial era, we had Margaret Epo. She advocated that women should be in politics. She became a legislator, I think, in the House of Assembly. I've heard so much about her. These women actually like made differences. And even now, we still have like women that are actually like leading. We have obviously the FCT senator right now, Ireti Kinibe. We have Mama Bakasi, aka Florence Itagiwa. She was a senator in 1999 to I think 2003. Recent House of Rep in Braz, Ebukake. We have so many wonderful women. We also have the most wonderful Ngozi Okojo Iweala, the former Minister of Finance, the now DG of World Trade Organization. We have, I shouted her last week. So what am I talking about? Dora Kinyuli. I shouted her last week. She was the DG of NAFDAC. She was also a former Minister of Information. Hajiya Gambo Sawaba. I don't know if I pronounced it well, but I know that woman, what I read, she was going to prison like so many times because she was an activist. We have so many wonderful women. I won't also forget the men that have actually like made changes, and we had our independence and all of those things. So I really appreciate like these people and their journeys. Our first lady in Nigeria, it's not easy to actually like hold down and be a senator, even if like your husband is very powerful. There's some people, their husbands are very powerful and they're just like at home, so it's actually not easy. There's so many success stories in this political journey, but there's still the challenges that women still face, because even when I wanted to join politics myself, they were telling me that, oh, these men will sexualize you. Obviously, like, people have approached me, even in this my small party I went to, like, the fear face. Gender issues are still there, violence is still there, patriarchy as well as funding issues. The percentage of women in politics are less than 10% than the men. I just hope that in future this will change. I pray and I wish that I'll actually be one of the women that will actually make big differences in Nigeria and the world at large. So, guys, real talk is called political expectation. I've come with another story today, so get ready for me. Okay, guys, let's go into it. Now, this story is about a lady. This story is not that far back. It's not the recent government, it's the previous government. Because I'm going to mention some things that might sound somehow. That's why I just want to make sure that there is no error. The series we heard that this senator they spend for their babes and everything, these big men and everything. So she wanted like that kind of relationship, like to get a house, like be a big girl. She was like, she doesn't care. She wants a politician, like that's what she wants, period. She tries to like try and get contacts and everything. Finally, she got a contact, and this was a house of rep in FCT, and she was in FCT. This politician and her, they started chatting. He responded to her. I don't know how she started the conversation, but she probably had done something cashy, and she started calling him, "You're my friend now." And she was like, "Oh, nice." She was like, "I'm ready to come and visit you whenever you want me to come and visit you." And he's like, "Oh, okay, I'll get back to you." So they were talking, but maybe not that often. And eventually, some months after, he tells her, like, she messages him like, "Oh, I'm in Abuja. Let's see, blah blah blah." He's like, "No, I'm not in Abuja. I'm actually in your own town right now. I'm here for a seminar." And she goes, "Oh, okay. I'm actually going to come back tomorrow if you're going to still be there." She's like, "I can't miss seeing this man. So let me try my luck." Now she tries, she couldn't get a flight. She had to come by road. I know that journey is a 12 hours journey. She arrives in the evening, maybe around 8 o'clock. She calls him like, "I'm back in my town now. So let's see." He's like, "Okay, come to my hotel and everything." Now, she goes to this hotel, very tired from her trip. The money you spent to come back, the rush, the stress you went through, insecurity you put yourself through, entering road journey at this time, crazy. She comes to his hotel. She enters. She says, the place was just smelling weird. It's not about the man. It's about the money. I'm seeing the money. I'm not seeing the man. He looked horrible with big pot belly, but I am seeing the money." So they start chatting and everything, catching up. And then he's like, "Oh, come to the bed." And she tries to use protection. He's like, "No, I'm not using protection. I don't use protection." She's like, "Oh, whatever. Don't worry, she didn't have HIV. Let me cool your temperature." A separate way. And he's like, "I'm going to send you money." She's like, this is it. Anyways, so he sent her 50,000 naira. She's not even shy to ask. She's like, "You sent me 50, you can't send me more." He's like, I don't even have money. Oh, I don't have money this period. I'm very, very broke. Oh. Meanwhile, you posted in an hotel of almost 100K per night. She tries to call him. His number stopped going. Work hard for her. She has stopped looking for politicians up and down. Generally in life, you don't go out looking for things like this. I'm not even talking about being with someone's husband or being with a politician. I don't think like as a woman you should go out like searching for the man, because he's not going to treat you right. If this man comes to search for you, or if this man sees you and he likes you, you're going to enjoy more than when it's the other way around. Like some people like say, "Oh, they've made it with this kind of men," but trust me, the failure stories are much. Go and work hard and make your bed. I know in this country it's not easy, unemployment and so many issues, but it's not worth it. Trend alert. Man. Oh my god. Oh, you get why I did this sound in my trend alert. I don't know if this is the sound, but you're going to get it. Anyway, so trend alert today. I'm talking on two topics. This is my channel. I want to talk on two topics. The first topic is my Papa Oyedepo's Rolls-Royce, and the second topic is VDM X Bobrisky X National Assembly. So let's talk about Bishop Oyedepo's Rolls-Royce first. Three Rolls-Royce or two Rolls-Royce. The stories keep coming up and down. Now people are bashing this online and saying, why would a bishop have Rolls-Royce? What does he need it for at 70? Like, are you people serious or are you joking? Let's come to my level. If someone comes and it's my birthday and I get, maybe, I'm not going for, let's be honest, let's say Corolla safe. No, I don't pass Corolla by God's grace, but let me say Corolla. I'm not getting a car, but let's say Corolla. These are not like just random people. These are people like two of my uncles, because at this point, my younger ones, I don't think they can give me, they expect me to return one of my Rolls Royce to one of my uncles. That's no. Or I should return the two. Okay, it's a necessity. Let's talk iPhone 16. iPhone 16 is not a necessity. And then let's not even use them. Let me use my friends now. Now, two of my friends or three of my friends give me iPhone 16 by God's grace. I think I would say, oh, let me return it. No, I have other people that will probably like don't have this phone. I will give it to them. I will thank you like, oh, so person also gave me, so person also gave me. I'm not going to hide it, but I'm going to take it. Let's go back to Rolls Royce. So because he's 70, he shouldn't enter a fine car. Doesn't he enter cars normally? Now you're saying, okay, it is 3. He should have rejected it. Maybe rejected 2. No, honey, he's not meant to reject any gift. These are people he trained. These are people he helped. These are people that came through him. And if they want to thank him this way and put a smile on his face, lovely. Now, what he does with these cards is none of our business. But if I were him, this is the point where I would give out maybe one of my Rolls Royce to someone that has made so much impact. Or I give to my son. And my son too, on the other hand, he'll give other people. Now, this life is give and take. Oh, don't think he's just receiving. His children gave out 1 billion to 50,000 people in form of foodstuffs. Bishop Oyedepo pays scholarships of so many people in a school and not in a school. I've personally been a witness to it because I schooled in Covenant University. So I have a friend, she, her brother, and her sister, they were on scholarship throughout, and she did 5 years with me, petroleum engineering. So what are we talking about? She got free school fees throughout the 5 years, and she was having carryovers. So they did not remove the scholarship from her. They left it there for her and believed in her, and she was going to the chaplain for counseling, doing so many other great things for other people, which I do not want to start going into details for. That's what I'm saying, give and take. Now, talking about him eating tithes and offering, who is supposed to eat tithe and offering? Go and read your Bible. Should the people of Israel, when they're coming to do, they had different type of offering. They had sin offering, they had normal offering, they had washing clean, they had different type of sin, different type of offering. So if you sin, so you bring cow, you bring so you bring now. Who in the Bible did God say let them eat it and nobody else should eat it? Was it not the Levites, especially Aaron's family? Come on, you people now stop being a Christian and judging people eating offering. I don't understand. I'm not a pastor, but I will give the offering and I want my pastor. My pastor is in my church now. He's a tall, handsome, fair man, very good looking, and I want him to look very good. Keep eating it. I'm not against you eating it. Eat well. Okay? People are actually like still helping people as much as they can. Yeah, if someone wants to give all that she has and they want to stay, no, they've done it before. You are still wallowing in poverty. You've done it before, you're still wallowing in poverty. You've done it again, you're still wallowing in poverty. How is that the fault of a prophet? Moving on, VDM X Bobrisky X National Assembly. Now, Bobrisky went to jail. What we know, I'm not talking about money laundering now. I'm talking about the 6 month jail for spraying money, which were like, I was personally feeling bad for Bobrisky. I was like, how is Bobrisky surviving in that prison? I mean, hey, mommy of Lagos, Kai, how are you doing it? And hearing that Bobby was actually not in prison makes sense, and I'm like a bit relaxed. But on a serious note, the judge asked Bobrisky, Peter, I know something, something. I know. Who are you? He said he's a man. So Bobby was supposed to go to the male prison for sure. Now there's VIP section in the prison. Why was Bobrisky not in the VIP section? Why was Bobrisky in an apartment, for crying out loud? This is allegedly. Bobby shouldn't go back to prison for the issue of spraying money. But if they talk about this money laundering thing, okay. But the issue of spraying money, now, I don't think Bobby should go back to prison. He has spent a lot of money. I think Bobby should do some form of community service instead. I mean, what they did for Funke Akindele one time. So they can actually do that to him. I mean, we all spray money now. Come on. So I don't think Bobby should go back to prison now. I'm not a fan of VDM. He's a very lousy person. But and I know why VDM brought this Bobrisky thing is that VDM and Bobrisky, they've had their back to back, back on back. That's why he snitched. When you talk about prison, when you talk about snitching, watching so many American films, black movies, I'm like, why did he snitch? But this country needs to change. It's unfortunate that Bobrisky is a scapegoat twice. Because the first one for going to prison and now this one scapegoat because his mouth is loose. Even if Bobrisky lies a lot, but come on, there's time for everything. There's time to lie as well. I think this is an eye opener for all of us. So let me talk about it a bit. So VDM goes with a voice note or a call recording of Bobrisky saying how he didn't go to prison. He was in an apartment. He was chilling. He involved the Falanas, Fowles, his dad, everyone, and the whole thing has been a bit of a mess. Most honorable son, he's not even coming out to talk. He doesn't need to involve himself in this mess. But regardless of every of all these things, Fowles would have gone further in his career if not that for this whole him involving himself in this whole activism and everything as much as he can. People will try to drag you down and the whole stress and everything. Not only Bobrisky, there are other people that have been doing this, not going to prison, staying in apartments. Because with all this, how people take our judiciary system serious? What's the need of putting these laws? What's the need of putting these things? And what's the need a whole judge and one man feels like Bobrisky has breast, so what the judge said was wrong. National Assembly, the way you're carrying this issue on your head, that VDM did not faint, you saw it. Oh, when you carry other politicians, they will faint and you will not come back and start this thing. I know they say Bobrisky was sick, so Bobrisky did not come to the court hearing. But even if Bobby the scapegoat, I don't know if you will escape this one, but let's see how everything boils out. National Assembly, please, the way you take this one serious, please take unemployment seriously. Take people leaving the country and not wanting to invest in this country seriously. Take other aspects of this country seriously. You saw me today, I'm not shouting, I'm just doing my thing. I'm just trying to like vibe and be happy. Now, moving on to the movie recommendation of the week. I'm not recommending a movie, I'm recommending a TV series. Ma, I'm recommending the Seku. And today is the Seku, the social experiment. Today is the final episode, of the show of season 7. You don't need to watch season 1 and the rest because every season is new people and it's so beautiful to watch. So I'm encouraging you guys, go and watch Circle. It's nice, it's fun, just watch it and just say just hype you, like keep the adrenaline pumping. This girl on the show, I usually put witch in front of her name, and she's the super secret influencer for this week. and you can't predict her, and she's very evil. You guys, if you watch it, if you can be like me, that because the last episode came out today, if you watch it and don't watch the next episode immediately, which you cannot, try it and you'll feel what I felt for this whole week waiting for this episode to come out. My music recommendation of the week, Ira Star, has been my favorite song for the longest of time. Last Heartbreak song. I have been playing it anytime I go back and play it. I'm hyped. I also like Bad Vibes. Like those two songs are like killing it. So I'm going to recommend it. Now, my shout out. I usually like to shout out Nigeria women, but I can't but notice Kamala Harris in this election. So shout out to her. She is the presidential candidate for the USA. I hope she wins. I'm going to shout out Ireti Kinibe, the FCT senator. I'm in FCT, so yeah, I'm going to shout out and I hope that she does amazing things. Shout out to you for winning the election with the grace of God in your life. I don't want to stress today if you notice. So enjoy this video. Give me likes, subscribe to my channel, watch all my videos. My videos literally like try to like empower people, especially women, and talk about like social issues, personal issues that we as people, especially women, we face in our daily lives. So thank you guys. Bye.